What's happening? Thanks for checking out my video. Dogecoin. Have you been hearing about it? It is certainly in the news. This kind of goes along with some of the GameStop stuff. I've got some friends of mine asking me about Dogecoin because I've been posting about it, and I do know a fair amount about it, and I'm into it. And yeah, yesterday I had a five-figure return yesterday, and if that sounds impressive, believe me, it's not. Just in Dogecoin alone, there were many people that made many millions of dollars. Let's just take a look at it. Coinbase, if you don't know, is a good cryptocurrency exchange. It's also just a good place to look at different cryptocurrencies. You cannot buy Dogecoin on Coinbase though, but you can get it on places like Binance or whatever. But just look at this: $35 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Okay, so if you don't understand cryptocurrency or you think it's a joke or whatever, I mean, maybe it is, but it's still traded $35 billion in the last 24 hours on the old Dogecoin, and it's got a $6.8 billion market cap. Pretty wild, okay? So what is Dogecoin? Well, it's a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. This video would last all day if I was to try to explain blockchain, cryptocurrency, and all those kind of things. Dogecoin, like Bitcoin, is just a currency analog. And you can go to dogecoin.com if you want to learn more about it. You see the little dog here. This dog might look familiar to you. This is a Shiba Inu. It's a Japanese breed of dog, kind of like a little corgi-ish type of dog. You've seen this face before if you've looked at the internet at all. It's basically a meme. This dog is used in all kind of memes or whatever. And back in the day, which is like 2013 or so, Dogecoin was created essentially as a joke. They've got good details on it right here. That's just about it. You can learn more about it at dogecoin.com. It was created by some very serious people though, and over the years, although it kind of started as a joke, like hey, we'll make a coin just totally based off of this meme dog, but it has caught on. I mean, again, think of it what you will, but it traded 35 billion, okay? And it's got a pretty huge market cap. And you can see right now, last night it shot up at one point, even up to 8 cents at one point almost in volume, where it started the day off, down around 1.5 cent. If we just look at the 1 week, it was sub 1 cent, okay? And radical, right? So just huge, huge, huge growth. You can look at it over a 1 year period. I mean, it was down to fractional amounts. It's just incredible. Now it's looks like it's stabilized a little bit at around 5 cents. So yes, it's a cryptocurrency. It's used though for some pretty interesting things. They've actually done a lot of fundraising with it. It's pretty fascinating. It's also used for micro tipping. Okay, this is another really, if you don't understand what this is, if you have kids that might watch Twitch, if you know what Twitch is, it's a streaming platform. It's kind of a social media platform where its primary focus is video game related. So if you annoyingly see your kids watching other people play video games and you're like, geez, you're not even playing your own video games, you're watching somebody else play a video game, and that's what you're doing. And they're doing that typically on Twitch, which again makes billions and all that. So you can discount it if you want to, but if you're interested in it, like, it's a huge deal. So even on something like Twitch, other social media type platforms, the Dogecoin is used for micro tipping, where you just might even just give somebody 5 or 10 cents worth, like really, really micro tipping. That might be all somebody has to give is 5 or 10 cents. but that can really add up, and certainly for bigger transactions, it can add up. Plus, that's a minor use of Dogecoin. I think the bigger swings you see is just, even up to institutional level traders and hedge funds getting into it to just, move money around, make 5-10% real quick. It trades a lot. There's plenty of videos out there about Dogecoin and what it's doing and just cryptocurrency in general. It is just fascinating. I think the best thing to do is watch some different YouTube videos if you're interested in Dogecoin, DOGE Coin, whatever you want to say. Elon Musk has been tweeting about it. That has really made it spike a lot in this past year in 2020, and certainly yesterday. Dogecoin was one of the I think it was number one trending on Twitter yesterday. Let's just pull Twitter up real quick and see. Oh, let's just see. I hate how different Twitter is. And what is going on? Twitter's not working? Give me a break. I hate how different it is on the phone. That's really wild that Twitter is not responding. Anyway, check out Dogecoin on Twitter. Check out Elon Musk on Twitter. You'll see what when he tweets about anything, it can send it to the moon or Mars. It might be a better Elon Musk pun. Here's an interesting news story here too. Robinhood just got tons of bad press, probably getting some major lawsuits as well. This seems to be bad press. I've got some friends of mine that are like mad at Robinhood a lot. I'm kind of neutral about it. I mean, what is happening in the market is unprecedented. I'm not giving any excuses to Robinhood. I do think they made a mistake shutting down some of the trading yesterday. Remember, they just shut it down buying. You can still sell. They didn't shut things totally down. Again, I'm not even trying to defend them. I'm just saying it's unprecedented what has happened with GameStop and all of that stuff, and the amount of volume and the amount of inflation on that stock, just whatever. It's just wild. And a company like Robinhood, who knows? Maybe they're in cahoots with some hedge funds or something like that. Maybe it's the worst conspiracy theory you can think of. Maybe they just freaked out. Okay, and I watched the CEO of Robinhood's interview last night. Now they say that they're trying to protect their investors because you got a lot of people that are maybe slightly unsophisticated investors doing instant transfers of money into Robinhood to try to buy GameStop or some of these other things to get in on this craze, which, by the way, could reverse at any time, and therefore people maybe just being super hyped up would lose a lot of their money. And there very well might be people like putting in their mortgage money and stuff like that to get in on one of these crazes. So you have to at least say that if one end of the spectrum is that it's this ultra conspiracy theory, and the other end of the spectrum is they were kind of just trying to protect investors to a degree. Because remember, it's a privilege to get instant transfer fund trading ability with unsettled funds. In the old days, or typically, you got to ACH that money. It takes 2 or 3 days for it to really transfer into their bank account. So you do that instant fund transfer, and then you try to buy with it. You're buying it like on their good graces, okay? So a lot of people get really butthurt over this, but you just don't understand the amazing technological world we live in now with trading, and things like Robinhood have opened that up to more people that would have not been able to do that, or not as easily do that. So yeah, they pumped the brakes, maybe a little too hard. Maybe they're going to really get some serious trouble with the SEC and whatnot. And I'm not saying what they did was great, and it certainly, a lot of it was not, and it sucked for a lot of people. But I will say it also, if one end of the spectrum is ultra conspiracy theory, the other end of the spectrum is they're trying to protect people. Well, like with most things, the truth lies in the middle somewhere. And I probably imagine that a lot of people did save their mortgage payment by not getting all foaming at the mouth, hyped up about it. I know some people like this that get this way. They will put way more money on something than they should. as a practical investment because they're all hyped up on something and often lose and have a really tough time. So, it did serve that function to a degree. And now you see some stuff like this with Dogecoin, because Dogecoin just went bananas yesterday. Robinhood, and here's another reason why Dogecoin has done really well in 2020 and certainly today, is because it even came on a platform like Robinhood, which gave it a lot of credibility. Okay. I need some coffee today, let me tell you. So they are restricting it. That doesn't mean you can't buy it. Again, let's just read this article. Robinhood started restricting trading in cryptocurrencies this morning, just as the price of cryptocurrencies, Dogecoin, surges up more than 3% in 24 hours. So it sounds like another nefarious thing that Robinhood's doing. Well, let's really read this, though. This is their quote. Due to extraordinary, which let me tell you, they are. This is extraordinary, wild times in crypto. You see where Bitcoin has reached new highs recently with everything going on, the whole GameStop thing and wacky stuff like Dogecoin doing this. Yeah, it is extraordinary, unprecedented, okay? So they've temporarily turned off, but here's the thing, instant buying power. So you can still, and here we go, you can still use settled funds to buy crypto. They're not stopping it. They're just turning off the instant buy power. And I will personally say that I think this is on the side of the right thing to do, because there are a lot of people that have no clue how cryptocurrency and blockchain works, and they see radical stuff like this, and they might watch some YouTube video of some dude talking about how Dogecoin will go to $1 one day, and it could maybe, but people who are absolutely not financial advisors and sort of bombastic and dangerous, getting somebody hyped up, especially maybe a younger person that's, again, this is the dicey part, right? You say, well, a younger person is a less sophisticated trader, and they're like, well, yeah, so what? It's only a game that the big hedge funds can play? Well, yeah, I get all that, and I can argue both sides of that argument very well, okay? I really do understand it. I'm just saying that when you read this, customers can still use settled funds. That means you can make a deposit in Robinhood today, and like Monday or Tuesday next week, you would be able to buy it. Maybe, by the way, you might miss some radical opportunity, but you also might calm down, okay, and realize that some of these things are real pumps and can very much dump and all those kind of things. And again, this instant buying power, that is a privilege that you get on a platform like Robinhood. They are essentially extending you a credit, a privilege, and it's their choice, okay? And I don't know, I'm not trying to ultra defend them. I'm not saying that there's not some things about it that are bad. I'm just saying that it's not all bad that they're doing that, and certainly it's their platform, their choice to do it, okay? You don't like it, start your own crypto trading platform and go for it. Now, that's a flippant way to say it, and I'm not trying to be that way. I'm just discussing this thing. By the way, if you haven't figured out already, I am no financial advisor, and just talking about this stuff, if you have any interest in investing in cryptocurrencies, especially wacky ones like this, I would caution you to do a lot of research on it, and certainly don't spend your rent money on it, okay? Because it's crazy, but it is cool, it is interesting, and it is wild, and and it's pumping as we speak. So anyway, I just thought I would, I don't know, I got a lot of friends of mine and just colleagues asking about it because I've been posting about it. I figured I'd make a quick little video. It's a fascinating thing. This is some really historic stuff in the regular stock market, some historic stuff and pivotal stuff, I think, in the cryptocurrency markets as well. Anyway, thanks for checking out the video. If you've watched this far, please subscribe to this little channel. We talk about some business topics and things like this. Most importantly, have a wonderful day. And I would certainly follow Elon Musk on Twitter for more shenanigans like this. Anyway, later.